Welcome to today's travel vlog, 24 hours to travel from Orlando, Florida to Tokyo, Japan.
Are we at the end or are we at the start? 129 beats per minute from my heart. Anywhere with you is where I long to roam. Night or day, I'm taking you all the way. 'Cause my heart screams, let me carry you home.
Hey up, it's Theme Park Bazza and...
This is Bazza.
And welcome to our travel vlog. Yes, we are heading out on our first leg of our Asia trip, aren't we?
We are.
It's now the Friday evening, the night before, and we are leaving...
Tomorrow morning?
Yeah, 9:30.
Yeah.
There's an Uber coming for us to take us to the airport, to Orlando International Airport. So we thought we'd give you a little... this vlog will contain the travel day, and we'll just start by giving you a bit of a background to the trip, how we booked it, where we're going, all that kind of stuff. So about a year ago, we were looking about...
Is it that long ago?
Yeah, what we're going to do this year.
Gosh.
Because we had a number of trips planned and we wanted to see what we could do under a budget. In our budget.
In our budget.
Shall we say. And the two cheapest places to go actually from North America when we were looking last year were Dubai, where we went in 2019 before we started vlogging.
Yeah.
And basically the Far East. Tokyo, sort of Japan, Singapore, all those areas. So we started looking around at things that we wanted to do. And we did Tokyo 2 years ago, didn't we?
We did do Tokyo.
And when we did it, we said, yeah, if we went back, we'd do things differently, but we thought we'd done a lot of it. But Tokyo's one of those weird places, you don't realise you miss it until you've gone. And you realise how wonderful it is. And so we started looking at Tokyo again, and we're going... Well, we learned some lessons last time, and we're going to put those into practice this time. Number one is we went for the cherry blossom. We did. And we just missed it because it was like...
Well, you can't really tell when it's going to be because it's the weather. The weather decides when the cherry blossoms, so...
So we were looking a couple of weeks earlier than we went last time. That was part of the plan. No, the second one was we're not flying American Airlines.
That is definitely...
Yeah. If you remember that vlog, I'll put a clip in.
American Airlines.
Put a clip into that vlog here. If you're paying 10 grand for a seat, you know, it'd be nice to have not be 6 hours between drink services, let's put it that way. And I'm not talking alcoholic, I'm just talking water. Bringing water and juice around. So it hadn't got to be American Airlines, and we heard from a lot of comments from that Asian airlines, different Asian airlines were going to be the best one to go with. That was the number 2 thing we learnt. Number 3 was, last time we stayed pretty much near Disney.
Yeah.
I think we were there for 5 days. And you're really out in a bubble, away from everything.
Yeah, there was only the Disney hotels there, weren't there? There were no other hotels.
And you weren't even allowed to go in those other hotels.
No, at all. Not even to eat, not to look round, nothing. No,
and you're basically half an hour from the city. And the thing is, once you've done a full day in Disney, you don't really feel like getting on a train and doing an hour's round trip into the city. So we didn't really get to a lot of the local side of things. We just really did the parks last time. And we thought if we go back, we would like to do more.
The countryside.
Yeah, see more of the local.
See more of it.
Yeah, more of the local things. So that was another top tip we learnt. Another tip was don't try and do everything when you get there because you're pretty jet lagged. And we took too much on board, didn't we?
Yeah, it was not... I mean, the flight was fine, wasn't it? It was good, but...
Well, it wasn't. It was the American flight.
Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah. It was a bit... We didn't get much rest, really, did we, I suppose? And then when we got there, it was just so overwhelming. Yeah,
if you've not been to somewhere like Japan before, I wouldn't advise doing what we did. The ones we flew into Narita, which we didn't realise was going to be like 45 minutes away from... Tokyo itself. That's why this time we're flying into Haneda. That's the airport that's in the city. Number 2 was we put too much on ourselves and we got there like getting the transit card, getting cash out, standing in line for the JR pass for hours.
Trying to get everything done.
I think
it was like 2 hours, was it? We were still in the airport after we actually
after being flying for 24 hours.
Yeah.
And that was just after COVID, so there was a lot more paperwork and restrictions to get through getting into the country. And then also we made the mistake of going to Shinjuku Station, which is the largest station in the world, I think.
Busiest
station in the world. 3 million passengers a day.
Yeah.
And we got there at rush hour. and I think it took us hours.
2 hours.
To get out the railway station because we couldn't find our way out. We were getting panicking at the end. We just couldn't. Google Maps wouldn't work underground, and we were just over it by then. And it kind of spoiled the first few days of the holiday.
Yeah.
So what we also decided this time was when we get there, we're just going to stay at the airport when we get there. So we started looking around at prices and everything. And actually, who we ended up booking with was ANA. That's Air Nippon Airways. They got some good reviews. Well, a couple of reasons with ANA, apart from the good reviews, is it's one of the few airlines within the airports in the Asia you can get in the business lounge. Most only do business class and first class. Yep. They do business first class, and they also do premium economy. Yeah, because we knew we couldn't afford business this trip. No. So we started pricing up premium, didn't we? To do premium economy. Because and what we ended up booking with is with United, because that's part of Star Alliance, the ANA are. So we're flying from here to Chicago in the morning, which is about 3 hours. Yep. In like economy plus or whatever it is. And then we have a 2 hour layover, and then it's 13 and a half hours from Chicago to Tokyo. That's the second leg. I did say Chicago on the first leg, and that's on the second leg. And then we will get to the airport. Basically, it takes you 2 days. It's 24 hours to travel, plus you cross the international date line. Yep. So basically, we will leave here, our house tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. and get into Haneda Airport at 9 p.m. on Sunday. So we lose a day, basically, through going there. But the good thing is we land at 9 p.m., we get through security and walk straight into our... There's a whole new... We'll bring it in another vlog. There's a whole new terminal area they built at Haneda. Yeah, the gardens with nice hotel shops. The other thing is there's 24-hour shops in the airport, so we could get something, getting in that late. Yep. So that was the plan, or that is the plan, is to do that, fly premium economy. If you've never been to this area before, I'd advise getting a travel advisor or do it through Expedia. It's hard work. It's hard work, but what we did this time was book it directly with the the Japanese companies. Yeah. Because it was cheaper. Yeah. Like, for an example, we're going to take an internal flight. We're not going to stay in Tokyo long, but it was $300 for the flight for two of us through Expedia, and it was $100 if I booked it directly with Japanese Airlines. I just had to spend 2 days trying to figure using Google Translate. They didn't translate things properly, and the way they do things. So if you've got a bit of experience, you're okay. But otherwise it can be a little bit challenging. It was so challenging. Yeah. You spent a lot of time. I did, but we've been working on this a year. Yeah. So we managed to get, actually the flights worked out when we booked them originally to be cheaper, premium economy from here to Tokyo and back, cheaper than premium economy with Virgin from here to England and back at the same dates flying. Because one thing about being retired is we can move the dates around to be the cheapest, and duration doesn't matter apart from how much it costs to do that. And hotels. That's the other thing we did a year ago. We decided to get ahead of game the hotels, and there's IHG, which is Holiday Inn. It's called planning. Planning, that's the one. IHG did a credit card that we signed up for just before I retired a year ago. And that gave us hundreds, I don't know, there's a better deal on now. It was hundreds of points. It gave us basically 6 nights free stay. And that was good. And actually, what we ended up doing is we priced up going, if we extended the stay to Singapore for 5 days, and that added like $400 each onto the ticket. So here's the final price of the tickets for that whole trip then, from here to Chicago, Singapore, Singapore back to Chicago was actually $60 more than a return flight to Manchester on the same day, because we added that $800 on. So it costed a little bit more, but it's crazy the prices you can get. Yeah, it's going cheaper east going that way than going west. So we going to the Far East, I should say, rather than going to the UK. So we did that, and we extended the thing to Singapore, and those 6 days basically are paying for the Singapore hotel. It should have been like on the credit well over $1,000, and for that credit card for a year, it cost me $75. So $75 for 6 nights. And then we were going to stay in Tokyo, and we had it booked. Decided we're going to move things around a little bit and travel around the country. And we found another hotel in Osaka, and the same company, IHG, were doing this is another hack as well. We're doing a points bonus at Christmas, weren't they?
Yeah.
You buy one point,
points,
you buy one and you get one free, basically. And I priced up to stay in this hotel in Osaka for 6 nights, and it came out at around, again, about $1,000.
It was about 12,
it was about 1,300. But to get the points, it was going to cost me $500.
Yeah, duh.
So basically we did that. So we are staying for 11 nights and a couple of nights in the airport on top of that for basically $575, which is not a bad deal. And then with the flights being cheaper than going to England, you can see how we manage the budget. And then theme parks and food and that is a lot cheaper over there. I think we're going into Disney again, but just for a day. And I think it's only $60 each to go into Disney.
$65
Yeah, something like that. So I know there's a lot of information there. And as we go through this trip, we will walk you through each step as we get to the airport, as we go to Osaka, travel around the Kansai, is it Kansai region, and then down to Singapore, and then back, all over about 3 weeks. But that's to come. In this vlog, we're going to focus on the first leg, and the first thing we've done is pack today.
Yes.
So we got everything into a case each, didn't we?
We did. We did.
And then we started thinking, and we've watched a few vlogs. There's some nice.
Well, there's Starbucks over there, isn't there?
Yeah, Maxine likes the Starbucks, don't you?
So they might be bringing some things back with me.
Yeah, so what we decided to do was take a carry-on as well, and this is like Barry's experience of travelling a lot. So in that carry-on is clothes for each of us for a day, and our smellies and everything. So should these cases get lost or delayed, we will have a change of clothes for the Monday. We won't lose a day hunting clothes and smellies and all that kind of stuff. And there's a flight every day to Chicago, well, many a day to Chicago, and there's at least one a day from Chicago to Tokyo. So hopefully if it does get delayed or lost, not that it will, we're just being prepared.
Yes.
Then we've got clothes for the day, and also means because of that lot will all fit in those cases, we have room to put your plushes and cups and whatever you want to get.
Whatever I need to bring back.
From Tokyo. So some very nice Tokyo-specific Disney stuff as well.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm definitely having if I can find them.
Yeah, we're going to do like 4 or 5 theme parks somewhere out there over the 16, 17 days away. They'll all be in separate vlogs. But we're going to go get some tea now, finish off this packing, and join us as we arrive at MCO for the first leg of our trip. Well, good morning.
Morning.
Made it, haven't we?
We're here.
Yeah, Uber was a little bit late, but a couple of minutes late. But we've just checked in, something new. It came up on the United app, and over here they've got like a check-in desk outside. We weren't sure if we could use it because it's international, but
we could.
We could. So we basically checked both our bags in there. We just used our QR code, scanned it. You have like an RFID reader that has all the details. Show them your passport, and yeah, we are checked in before we've even got inside the terminal, which is good, I think, on a cool day like this. I wouldn't like to do it on a hot day. Get there early, check in. It is now, what time is it, 10:30?
It is 10:15.
10:15. We're not flying till 11:45, but the weather's not good in Chicago, so there may be some delays, we'll find out. But we'll go and get some breakfast, I think. Breakfast is due, do you think?
It is.
Yeah. We forgot to say as well, it's busiest weekend at here at Orlando because it is spring break. And as you can see, it's busy. Busy, busy, busy. That's the drop-off if you came inside. And yeah. We'll see how busy security is, if we're going to eat outside or once we get to the gates, we'll see. Busy, busy, busy. We're at this end, aren't we? Gates 1 to 59. Yeah, this first bit here is the TSA pre-check that we are, and it's quite busy, doesn't it, Max? This one's always slower than the other side, though. What better to eat, Max, on your last meal for 2 weeks before you go to Asia? The McDonald's. McDonald's breakfast.
I want to do the breakfast.
Keep us going. Busy, 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 isn't it, Max?
Crazy busy.
Yeah, every seat's taken in here. Really, really busy. Hate thing what it's like by the gate. So we just went for a typical, well, something to keep you going for your rice and sushi for the next few weeks. We've got creamers in here as well.
Well, that's what I mean, that's why.
Oh.
I couldn't carry them.
And that. Hash brown each, is it?
Yeah.
For the creamer. Loads of creamers. You got enough? Is your hash brown? Yeah, because this coffee can be strong here. It's not cheap at the airport. It was still $20 for 2 breakfasts. So don't think McDonald's are cheap, even at the airports. You'll pay good money for them. Wait till you buy a sandwich, then you'll know how cheap they are. So it seems to be very active on their updates. So this is the one where it told us about the there's bad weather. But they've also said thanks for checking in your bags. Here's to track your bags. Here's the bag code. So yeah, they've yeah, keeping you updated. In case you didn't know, you can go to the MCO website and check out the security wait times in real time and give you some idea how long the lines are doing. They're not looking too bad. Mind, we're past the early morning rush. We're going to be going through these gates down here. So it just gives you directions on how to get to the gate. Right, to have breakfast, time to go and face the lines for check-in, isn't it?
It is.
Yep, see how long that takes us. So we're at gates 30 to 59. We don't get over here much, do we?
No, it's usually the other way we're going.
Yeah, I've noticed they've got a, what's it over there? They have a Nature's Table on with Ben and David. They have one of those. Yeah, Nature's Table, Wendy's, Freshens, Factory Walk. They got a spa, they got a Hudson's. Yeah. Different gastro hub over there, Max. Shame you've had your breakfast.
Yeah. I was happy with how McDonald's.
You haven't flown United for a long time. In fact, when I logged onto the account, I think it said I haven't been on since 2013.
Wow.
But I still had 70,000 air miles, 60,000 air miles that it kept for 10 years. So we'll see how it is after 10 years. Yeah, looks quite nice, that gastro pub. It's quite new, doesn't it?
I don't know if they do breakfast.
No, well, you've had your breakfast. Shall we go and do a walk down the loops to stretch his legs? Down there, well, we're going finishing in 30, so shall we go back down the other ones first?
No.
Most of these restaurants have a quick service as well, takeaway. And that's where we started our last Japanese trip. American Airlines went in that lounge, Max. It was about 6 in the morning, and we couldn't get a drink. You were most upset. Couldn't get your drink. Yeah, we left off a lot earlier than we did on this trip. Right, we're at the gate, but as expected, we are delayed due to those winds in Chicago. That's not too bad though. We still got 2 hours, even if we get in then. Connection time to our next flight. So the holiday starts, is it, Max?
It starts now.
So what was your thought on United then?
Oh, they were alright. I thought it was going to be a lot bumpier than it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought they did really well, especially landing.
Yeah, the weather's not good. In fact, our outgoing flight is delayed as well by half an hour.
20 minutes.
So we still ended up with, we're an hour late getting in, so we still got an hour and a half to grab a sandwich and
That's why we're
something to eat.
drinking already.
We are 8 hours into this trip and I'm knackered already.
I know.
We've only got 16 hours to go.
Only 16 to go.
Yeah, it's 24 hours totally when we go for the whole thing. A couple of things impressed me about United. One was the plane.
It
was new, as you said. It had like quite a lot of legroom on the premium economy, and it also had the screen was massive.
Massive, and it was touchscreen.
And it was very responsive.
Very responsive.
And
No whacking it.
And it had a lot of films.
It did. A lot of
And the seats were big, and it really showed, I think, enforced how crap Virgin are.
Virgin
If you saw the
are.
last vlog we did, we're not flying Virgin again.
No.
So yeah, I am glad we took that plane, and it was new. And I also said it even had USB A and C ports for plugging into, which I've never seen before on a plane. Because we used to fly in either the old, even Delta never used to have it, and you didn't have like a connection for plugging your modem in, like Virgin have to connect. It's like kind of modern and bright and quiet. The thing that impressed me more than the plane, was the tech. The tech that they're using is really good. From before we got to MCO, we were getting texts about the weather to prepare us. They told us to go and do that check-in outside. Yeah. We were getting constant updates when the gates were changing and the times were changing.
In real time, I think.
Yeah. They had that tracking, the real-time bag tracking, which you can see where the bags are, which I know
Make sure they're on the plane.
American do that as well.
Yes, they do.
On the plane as well, it was free messaging, which I know Virgin do and Delta do. And the other thing as well was there were things that, like on the plane for checking your flights, connecting flights and things like that.
Told you what.
I'll tell you something else about the tech. I was watching The Penguin, the TV series. It's really good with Colin Farrell. If you've never seen it, and I watched 2 episodes, 2 hours, and it was just auto playing.
Yeah.
And then it came to the third one, and instead of auto playing, it says, "Hey Barry, you've only got 47 minutes left of the flight. Here are the programs you can watch in the time you got left," and you could pick them. And I was like,
"It's like with me as well."
It's just tech that really works, really works. So
because it's a new plane, no doubt.
Yeah, but it's just like the whole, even with the phones and the way they're doing the tracking. I think United have really invested in the tech.
Yeah.
Now the people, well, face like a back end of a bus.
Yeah.
They weren't really
engaged.
engaged, were they? But I would take the planes and the tech over a happy, smiling face. Yeah. Oh yeah, when we got the drinks and food as well, they gave you the full can, not just American. You just fill the glass, or Virgin and Delta give you the tiny mini cans. You got the full.
It's little things.
The full can. It's the little things.
Make a difference.
Make a difference, isn't it? So we're going to go and hunt down a sandwich because Max isn't so sure about the food we're going to get. Oh yeah, about the.
I'm hungry now.
Chinese food. Well, we've only had what you saw, that burger, McDonald's 6 hours ago, and we had a little packet of pretzels things. They're quite nice, those pretzels. They're like
I've not seen them before.
No, they had like garlic in, and they had little bits, different stuff. It wasn't just pretzels. Yeah, you got the garlic smell. Yeah. But we're going to be bored. We're going to be eating probably. We'll be leaving in an hour. So we will be eating probably in about an hour and 15, an hour and 45 minutes. So we'll go and grab a sandwich, put it in the bag, and then next time we'll see you, we'll go and try out this plane to Haneda. Right, well we got a sandwich, but we hit another delay, didn't we?
We did.
So it's going to be probably another hour before we can board. Probably about 35 minutes late, 40 minutes late going.
It says 35.
Which will be due to the wind coming in, but that's not acceptable on a Japanese airline, is it? They'll be very apologetic. Maybe get free drinks.
Maybe.
Yeah, good idea.
I hope so.
One day, Max. One day. This is your seat for the next 13 and a half hours. So first impressions, big screen.
Big screen.
Very big screen. Footrest. Slippers. Back. I think this thing back here comes up to give you some rest. Oh, you got buttons down here, I think, to do that. We picked the one at the back of the bulkhead because then we can recline and not hit anybody. Got some lights. Premium economy on these flights is very small. We've only got this little cabin here, 3 rows, 2, 3, 2, 4 and 2. So it's just this small area here. Don't have their own boarding zone, do they, for premium? But yeah, see how we go. Seats are a little close, but let's see how we go. Well, when that's reclined, getting out over this thing's going to be interesting. Cup holders for his bottles of water, and it's a 777-300. We are wrong. Or you can pay your device as well to the app. You can get free texting, but you can't browse. I guess you get free in business class, you get free browsing as well.
こんにちは。ANA 東京行き110前の座席の下にもおいでいただけます。安全のため、決められた場所以内に手荷物を置かないようにお願いいたします。
Got 2 windows as well.
この入れを開けたときに手荷物が滑り落ち
We do have 2 charging ports as well down there. USB as well, I know. Is it USB as well? USB as well. Let's see if it tells us how long our flight is supposed to be today. It's saying 12 hours and 1 minute. That's good. Better than 13 and a half, isn't it? Must have a strong wind behind us. 10,000 kilometres. I'll do that if we can save an hour off it. Since we're going to be an hour late leaving. And then we have our well, they're headphones, aren't they? I don't see an amenity kit though. 2 storage pockets here to put your stuff in. You have a footrest that comes down as this one that goes up, and you've also got like a remote control unit. The screen. Thingy, I guess, for magazines. And that's your footrest to go up and your seat to recline. And I guess the table is in there, yeah. The table's in the armrest. We got is that what they're for?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
they
cool.
won't come out. There must be something little.
Yeah, except mine won't fit in 'cause it's. I guess it will.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Very clever. Phone holders. So they just handed out earplugs, face masks if you want to. That's to cover your mouth. And then an eye mask as well. Just like come around personally hand those out. So there's no like amenity kit. But you get all the bits of it, and a toothbrush I think as well.
Toothbrush,
There's one in there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And just looking at the screens, there's a lot of movies on here. We did have a look online before we came, but very similar to the United, isn't it? Ton of movies. It also you can Bluetooth it as well, I think, but I'm not sure on here if you can. You can pair it with the Anna app for your personal device, but I'm not sure. I mean, that must be Bluetooth, but I don't see anything for your headphones, Bluetooth wise. Oh, new seat to seat message. I can send you a message, Max.
All right.
And then our 12 hours and 1 minute. Which, if that's right, we'll get in at. Well, we're running half an hour late now, aren't we?
Yeah.
You said you wouldn't be away by 6 o'clock, but they just said they're all waiting for just one person, and they apologised. We also have live TV, ebooks, news, audio, and videos, and shopping as well. Oh no, let's skip past that bit. No, keep going. Keep going. Yeah.
Go back.
Onboard camera. What's that do? Interesting. Oh, forward. Guess we can watch ourselves taking off. Very exciting. We're moving.
Take off and land.
I don't expect this flight to be bumpy, but they told you at least 4 times in the safety things about fastening your seatbelts, and even has graphics of like laying on the floor and holding on when you go to the toilet. So it might be a bumpy route. I don't know how far north we're going to go. If we're going to go to the North Pole or not. How far north this route will take us. Yeah, we'll find out, won't we? They're very not keen on you going into business class either. They put signs up saying on the curtains, haven't they, to business class, basically saying don't come in here. Just haven't seen that on an airline before. I think we'll get a drink service, then we'll get lunch, then they'll probably turn the lights out for a bit. And then we get another meal service before we land.
Guess what I'm doing?
Eh? Oh no. Are you on the shopping already?
Okay.
Got sake on there. Well, as long as it's not jewellery. Pandora.
I ain't got that far yet.
Eh?
I ain't got that far yet.
Oh, it's like a book, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's that chocolate they're all talking about. The
This.
yeah, the one they were talking about from Dubai with the
Pistachio.
pistachio in it, I think.
No, thank you.
No? We got us drinks, didn't we? So it's coming for the main course. Tried to make them understand what vodka was, but they didn't know. Then you get beer and wine, but it doesn't look like you get a full bar spirits. And the other thing is, other thing we've noticed is these seats are not built for large Americans like us. Yeah, we both just squeezing in behind these tables. They're a bit of a squeeze. If you're any bigger than us, you will not fit on these seats or not be able to get your table out and have something to eat, will you? So yes, it's a bit of a tight squeeze. So it's looking like looking at the map, the most direct route to get there is going north, basically over the North Pole, near enough, over the Arctic. See here, going up past Anchorage, basically going in a straight line from there to Haneda, down here. So if you think like it goes over Los Angeles and over Honolulu and all those, no. It goes the shortest direct route, which is north, over the top of the world, and then back down again. Well, just from Chicago anyway. So the food service is coming around. They got like a card they're showing people, aren't they? Food service is coming around. They got like a picture card. They're showing people there's 2 meals. Looks like it is to choose from. It's weird. It's one of the only premiums I've been on. They didn't give you like a menu or anything when you came in, so you couldn't see what was coming. I think I saw it online, but it didn't say what was available to drink or what was in the foods. But I did see it on the website, I think, before I came. But they basically have a picture card and they're showing you A or B.
A or B. I'm guessing one will be American food.
No, I think it's both Japanese food.
Both Japanese.
And your backup is your sandwich.
Yeah.
And your packet of hula hoops.
Yeah. And my donut.
And you, oh yeah.
Don't forget about my donut.
I don't know if we filmed that, but yeah, you did get a donut as well, didn't you?
Dunkin' Donut.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donut.
Yeah.
Breakfast is on the other side, Max, so you get your land. Yeah, that's your breakfast.
Yeah.
So it looks like we got a little salad. No idea what that is, because there's no menu.
No.
Noodles. Some meat, some cheese. No idea.
Noodle sauce.
Or noodle sauce to go on the noodles. Oh, you got your seaweed. Wasabi. Italian dressing for the salad. Yeah, there's your noodle sauce. Metal knives and forks, a little bottle of water, and a very small, tiny. Yeah, go on then. Stuff. Yeah, it's not the biggest portion. Maybe glad we brought the sandwich as well.
Yeah.
So what's your verdict on the food then, Max? Yeah?
It wasn't really just my taste, I don't think.
They did bring ice cream round just though, didn't they? I noticed there was no dessert on the tray, and they just bought what it shows. We got a Häagen-Dazs. Yeah, I'm not going to have that. I thought the noodles for me were the best. The noodles. The tempura was okay, but it was like very dry, like it had been overcooked in the oven. I know it's sticky rice, but it's like very burnt on top. And that stuff, no, that's nasty. Don't go for that. You don't try it. Go on, try it. 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 And I think you saw on the back of the cards the what was for breakfast. So we may be having a sandwich about halfway through to keep us going. Since all we've had to eat today was the breakfast you saw. And this and else. Oh, we had the on the other flight. We had the biscuit, the chips as well, didn't we? Oh look, is that in the lid? The spoon.
I like it with the movies again.
With your Häagen-Dazs. No, it's not a wooden spoon for the movies. We've got another 11 hours on the flight, so it should be thawed out by then. But the other thing that was weird we noticed, we're into the bumps now, that's why they had the safety video, is there was no bread, was there?
No bread.
We saw bread for first class going, well, for business class going in. There's no bread rolls. That's the first meal I think I've ever had on a plane. They didn't give you bread.
Yeah, okay.
Or crackers or something like that.
Yeah.
Lots of carbs, I guess, from the rice and the noodles. But it's unusual. Well, you got your sandwich to have later on.
Yeah.
In about another 6 hours, when there's still 5 hours to go.
We'll see.
So we still have 10 hours and 30 minutes to go after eating. About 2 hours then into the flight after eating. So I think they're going to take these away and turn the lights out. Yeah, 10.5 hours to go. Right, we've got about 7 hours to go. Max is still sleeping. I've been dozing for the last few hours. I'm trying to get my body clock back into time zone though, because it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon there. By the time I get there, it'll be 9 o'clock at night when I go to bed when we get there. So just trying to Just trying to get my body together. This is what a Japanese toilet looks like after halfway 6 hours. Clean, fresh. You wouldn't even tell that anyone's been using it for the last 7 hours. It's huge. Huge in here. Right, go and stretch your legs a bit more, go and sit down, maybe watch a movie and get ready for a sandwich in a couple of hours because getting hungry again before we land. She's like a dog, is Maxine. She's fast asleep until food comes out and then suddenly she's wide awake again. She's like she was hard off 2 minutes ago and you heard the rustle of food. Oh, orange juice is coming. Orange juice next. So 5.5 hours remaining. Get any sleep? Yeah. I think these seats are a lot more comfortable than the Virgin ones.
Oh, a lot comfier here.
Yeah.
Seems to be lying down a little bit more as well.
Yeah. And you're not quite as crowded in from the seat.
No.
So we've got a cake. We haven't had a sandwiches yet. I was going to break out the sandwiches at 5 o'clock. But 5 hours to go. But we can try these pastries and see if they're any good. And they've been bringing around water and juice all the time, even though you were out of it. I've already had my cups of water and juice about every hour they've been round. So I skipped breakfast, but Maxine has gone for the breakfast because we had our sandwiches, as you saw earlier on.
Yeah.
So what did you go?
I wanted to see it, what it was like. It's not really a breakfast. It's chicken and rice.
Chicken and rice.
Potatoes.
Chicken, potatoes and rice.
Chicken potatoes.
And a salad, which I had for lunch.
No, it's potato salad.
And then I had a chocolate muffin. I had a chocolate muffin, so there wasn't really a lot of... It was that, or was it dumplings or something, wasn't it? Or meatballs, that was it, yeah. Not exactly a breakfast item. And wine or beer, or we just got soft drinks again. So we'll let Max taste this. I'll wait until we get to the airport and get me stuff from the supermarket.
Let's try it.
Right, it is 20 past 10, and we are here in Haneda Airport. Got through everything.
Finally made it.
Finally made it. The flight was an hour longer than they said originally, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it'd take 12
hours.
12 hours. When we took off,
13.
it took 13. And he'd added the last half hour on just as we were coming in. Those last 2-3 hours are killers, though, aren't they?
Killers, yeah.
Absolute killers. We were
3
both
hours.
struggling to keep
Fidgeting.
our eyes open. We got in. And another interesting thing from ANA, they closed the curtain when we came to the gate and wouldn't let anybody off until business had got off. And then they opened the curtain and we all got off, didn't we?
Yep.
After that. So they kept
weird.
the curtain closed, wouldn't let anybody off. So we came off, walked through to immigration. Now, you've got two ways at immigration. You either do all the paperwork there, or you go online to this website I'll put below, and you get a QR code. And that is the way to go, isn't it, Max?
Oh, it's a lot easier.
Because so you got the QR code, and basically you walk up to a machine, you scan your QR code, you take a picture of you, do your fingers, and you're through that part of it.
Yeah, that's all we thought it was.
Yeah, then you go and get your bags. So we had to
Yeah.
wait a while for the bags to come off. And then you go to another machine
Yeah.
and scan your QR. Oh, actually, you see, once you've done that, you see passport control.
Yep.
So who looks at your passport
Yep.
and the QR code and puts a little sticker in your passport to say how long you can stay here. Then you go put your bags up.
Yep.
Then you go to another machine and it scans the QR code and the passport for customs.
Yeah.
And then you walk through an automated machine gates
Yeah, they just...
that hopefully just let you through like they did with us.
Yeah.
But we got all our cases, we're here, and we are going to Hotel Villa Fontaine, which is here at the airport. We'll talk about that in another vlog. But basically there's a thing over there called, where's the airport garden sign? Anyway, I saw a sign for it, but Airport Gardens is where we're going. It's a whole new complex been added on to Terminal 3. So hopefully it's just like a 5-minute walk from here and we can check in to our hotel and get in there for 10:30 and then go and get some food. And again, we've been trying to keep ourselves awake so we can sleep tonight.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, no, I think you slept a lot more than I did. And then when we get to the room, we'll do a wrap up on the flight in general. Let's go find the hotel first. So basically you head down for the monorail, and then the Haneda Airport Garden is here. It's a new building. It's on the other side of the road. 2 hotels, restaurants, bars, built opened 2 years ago, and that's where our hotel is, down here. So I just followed the signs for Haneda Airport Garden. Hey Ryan, do you like some underpants from Japan? We got Dragon Ball Z for Ryan. Oh yeah, look at that, Ryan. Might get some of those as your Christmas present. In the following vlog, we'll bring you, probably tomorrow, we'll bring you around here, but there's loads of restaurants, all be closed at this time. But as we said earlier in the vlog, the good thing about coming here at this time of night is there's a 7-Eleven or one of the, I forget what it is, one of the supermarkets. I think it's actually right by the hotel, or Lawson's, I think, right under the hotel. It opens 24/7. That's one thing we wanted, so we could just get off, throw the bags in, get something to eat, and crash, basically. But this place is quite busy during the week.
During the day, hopefully.
Yeah, during the day, yeah. There's 2 hotels, there's the Premier and the Grand, and of course the Premier's more expensive, so we are staying in the Grand, which is not as expensive, but actually a lot cheaper than staying down in downtown Tokyo.
What's that?
Yeah, when we looked at the pricing, it was a lot cheaper, because it's a little bit further out. We're only staying here for a couple of nights, and the other Brucey bonus on this one is this hotel has free buses that go into Disney as well. There's a free coach service from this hotel going into the parks.
Yeah.
So we'll be using that on our second stay here, because we're only staying here for like 1 night, 2 nights, and then we're off on another flight to another part of Japan. This is just like our 48 hours to get accustomed to it. It is a Lawson, see.
Okay.
So we won't go in yet, but there is a Lawson here. And I think if you just go around this corner, it's the entrance to the hotel. If I remember what's on YouTube. Oh, they got warm food as well. Of course, you'll pay more in here than you would do in a normal Lawson's, but yep. So here's our hotel. Let's go check in. They have these fancy machines here for doing all your check-in. It's basically scan your passport a few times. Yep, that's it, I think. When credit card, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've not paid it yet.
I don't think so. Right, we're in. Interesting room. Got a bathroom, and it looks like there's a window at the bathroom. No window in the room, but it's quite spacious for an airport hotel room, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Right at the end of the corridor, as far as you can walk, just what we
There's
needed.
a thing there. You can show how far.
Yeah, yeah, we're
Right
here.
here.
And that's where the entrance is where we came in. So yeah, we had hundreds of rooms to walk past. So we're going to go and get some food now. Let's just wrap up the thoughts of this vlog today. So one thing that crossed my mind when we were coming is we paid for premium economy, but was it really premium when we got on there? Because boarding was the same as economy. The flight attendants were the same who looked after economy. The food was the same as economy. The drinks were limited to the same as economy. Yeah, you didn't have a special like bathrooms or anything. It was all in economy.
No, there was not really many bathrooms on the plane.
No, it was only 3 bathrooms for the whole back of the plane. But then again, most of it was in business. Half that plane was business.
Yeah.
So what was the premium economy for all that? Well, really, it was the seat. At the end of the day, that seat was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that leg rest coming up from behind made a difference.
I think that helped us a lot.
And so
that saved us really.
For 13 hours, we can only compare them with the ones we got on Virgin, which are always broken, as you know. But the padding was a lot better. We both the wider. The seat in front didn't come into you as much as it does on others. The only bad side was the tray table. If you're any fatter than us, you'll not fit. Yeah. So that was the only negative side of it. So yeah, it is premium economy, and yes, I would definitely recommend it over economy. Depending what they're charging for it, don't expect the food was not very good. We take your own food with you. I did not enjoy the food. It was not. It was not bad, I suppose, but it was just not to my taste. Yeah. So we're going to go and get some food now. It's now 10:30, 11 o'clock. Get a late midnight snack. I didn't realise when I booked this, we had breakfasts for tomorrow. I don't know if I'll even make it down for breakfast. When I booked it, I must have booked as a breakfast for today and tomorrow, or it came with the package, because I definitely don't remember booking it. Because I was talking to you, we'd go in town and find somewhere local, won't we, and cheap, rather than pay, because it's like $25, I think, for breakfast here, if you buy it. But I think maybe it's a thing on Expedia we got to deal with, because I booked this through Expedia. Right, so thanks for watching our travel vlog. It's been 26 hours since we left home. We are exhausted. Not something I want to do a lot of.
No.
Yeah.
But we're not as exhausted as last time.
I don't know. We're not as frustrated as last time because we didn't have to go through all the trains and whatever. Yeah. Definitely get off the plane and go to a hotel and sort your transit cards out. We'll sort the money out tomorrow. At the end of the vlog, get the transit card. Get all the other stuff sorted that we want to get sorted tomorrow. And we'll be checking in for another flight tomorrow as well for the next leg of the journey. So thanks for watching. Hope you liked our travel day here to Haneda in Tokyo. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe. Put your comments below. And we will see you later.
Bye.
Bye.